We've been talking a lot about supply chain issues, and when we do, we can't leave out the agricultural industry. Farmers have been hit particularly hard with the rising cost of supplies, seed, diesel fuel, and machinery used to harvest. Now, because of cargo ships that have been stuck in limbo for weeks, they risk the loss of exporting product that will go bad before it arrives at its destination. The National Milk Producers Federation estimates that shipping disruptions have cost the U.S. dairy industry alone over $1 billion. There is a bright side to all of this. The past year and a half has highlighted how resilient farmers are. On a recent trip to California, I talked to some farmers about how this historic time of adversity, raw grit, and a sense of community helped them adjust. Sweet Home, California. The breadbasket of the world, the fifth largest producer of food. The pandemic hit the country's farmers hard. Farming income nationally expected to go down $22 billion this year alone, already limping out of a decade of drought and historic wildfires. But even in the worst of times, many saw a turnaround. Close to my childhood home, expansive rice fields. And for the first time, I got to tour one. Now, should I pull these all the way out?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Okay. These are fashionable. I appreciate you getting me such cute waders. I would wear these in real life.
You should.
Okay, you said small steps.
Small steps are key. Gonna sink down a little bit.
This is so cool.
You hanging in there?
I would not have thought I was gonna do this today, but it's fun.
So over time, as these fill up, this whole plant will turn kind of a golden color.
Mike Bosworth is a fifth-generation farmer. He's one of the only jasmine rice growers in the entire state. COVID-19 forced his agricultural model to shift just to get through this pandemic and to keep his family farm.
We primarily try and serve restaurants, and as soon as COVID hit, we had to pivot into packing our rice in 2-pound bags and selling into retail.
It was the best move. Online business boomed.
Usually we'd sell a couple thousand 2-pound bags in a year, and we were selling 10,000 a week, you know, right from the get-go.
Come here, chick, chick, come on, chick, chicks. Nina Clark, who is battling Parkinson's disease, is not slowing down. She's seen her meat and poultry business increase over the past 18 months. The ducks hang with the chickens?
They do.
That's so cute. She says the global reset has brought people back to buying local.
So the customers that were buying the store eggs are now my customers. Food tastes better when you can buy it closer to home.
Like Mike and Nina, Dave Bresnian saw his business grow over the past year.
Probably going to pick about a third of these.
I had to ask these farmers, what can we all do to grow as a nation?
Everyone inherently has a wanting to belong.
I think it's trying to focus on the things that we have in common, but also being respectful of each other's views and learning from each other.
Having that mindset is going to bring us back together again.
The haves have to reach out to the have-nots and share their wealth.
You can talk to everybody that has the same view of you, but I'm not sure you learn as much as you can if you talk to somebody with a pretty diverse outlook. I'm really happy that here at NewsNation, that's what we're about. We're about sharing multiple voices, somebody with a different outlook sitting next to somebody with another unique perspective, and having conversations that are respectful, even if you disagree.
You think of conversations about an echo chamber and supporting your own views by following similar accounts online as being like an elitist coastal conversation, but yet here we are literally on the farm talking about the very same thing.
Yeah, it's so true. Yeah,
so
it doesn't matter where.
adaptable. Like you could just feel that energy in the conversations that you were having.
Yeah, well, thank goodness for all of the farmers and people who keep the food on our table.
Yeah.
Because the truth is, if we don't talk about these things, whether it's agriculture, education, even government, we won't have the kind of America that we all really want.
Nobody wants to see how the sausage gets made, but they still want a bite of it.
That's
You
true.
are so right.
Farmers are such hard workers.
Yeah.
They have to be so adaptable. So good for them. At least they're trying.
Yeah, well, we're all trying. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to click on the red subscribe button below so you can get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.